Hello everyone, welcome to Mabikura Apparel Online Fashion School. Today I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew a beautiful organza sleeve. The good thing about this sleeve is that it's not only easy to make but less expensive. That's not expensive but has this very gorgeous look. Before we continue in this tutorial, if you are yet to subscribe, please consider subscribing, like, share this video. You can also give this video a thumbs up and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you'll be notified. To make this beautiful organza sleeve design, I will need my basic sleeve pattern, my long ruler, tape, chalk, scissors, and this is the material I'm going to be using. And this is my organza material. With just 1 yard or 1.5 yard, you'll be able to make this sleeve. So I'll place it on fold now. Then I'll measure the length as about 10 inches wide. So this is 10, 10, 10. So if you check the length now, this is 28 and then it's double. So by the time I open it up, I'll be getting more than 28. But for the length, if you have up to 35-40 inches, you are okay. Cut it out. Like I told you earlier, I folded it so that it will be easy for us. So you see what I have here. It's very long. It's always better to have enough than to have less and start joining. So you see, because I folded it before doing my first fold, I have something very long. So for the main sleeve of the dress, I'll be using my sleeve pattern. If you don't have, you can quickly make one for yourself. You can increase the length or you can use the same length. I think I'm okay with the length of the sleeve I have here because I really don't want it to be long. So what I'll do now is I'll cut it out. You see, I'll just add 1 inch seam allowance by the side of my sleeve pattern. So I'll just cut this out. So I'll through with this and I have my sleeve. So now I'll take my organza to the sewing machine. Then I'll sew here up. I'll sew it down straight. Then I'll iron it and show you what it looks like. So as you can see, I've just sewn and ironed it out. So the next thing I'll do now is to mark 1 inch. You can use your tape for this if you are not sure you are marking 1 inch. So I'll mark 1 inch out. I'll assume that this 1 inch is going to fall into my seam allowance area. Then I'll start marking 8 inches. After every 8 inches, I'll mark another 8 inches. So I'll just continue like that, marking 8 inches. So I'll do this until I finish marking the whole of the organza. So we have 1 inch, 8 inches, 8 inches, 8 inches, like that. So I'll just keep marking 8 inches. Now I'll go to the sewing machine and run a loose stitch on the lines I marked so that I can draw my gathers. So this is how a loose stitch looks like. And then this is the one I've drawn. This is what it looks like. You can make yours at least two lines so that your thread will be more stronger, so that it doesn't cut easily. So I've just drawn this one. You can see the way it looks like. It's already looking like this one. You can just tie it if you don't want it to loose. Okay, so that's it for this one. Then for the main sleeve, I'll mark 1 inch away. So I'll assume that this is my seam allowance. You can use your tape to measure 1 inch if you are not sure. For me, this is 1 inch, then another 1 inch by this side. So this is 1 inch. So this 1 inch I marked on the both sides will be for my seam allowance. Then I'll start measuring to 2 inches. I just mark it for you to see. So this 2 inches mark I made, 2 inches interval, is where my organza is going to, is where I'm going to arrange my organza to form the design. So as you can see, this is my seam allowance area. I'll just pin it for you to see before I go to the sewing machine. Don't mind whatever I have here, it's not part of our work. I just did it for you to be able to see the markings. So I'll just pin it before I go to the sewing machine. So as you can see, now I've pinned this part that will go into the seam allowance area. Then I'll pick the next place. This is the next place I gathered. I'll put it on the next mark, which is this one, like this. Then I'll just keep arranging it like that. So let me just pin it, then I'll show you the outcome. So as you can see, our sleeve is already forming and it's coming out so beautiful. So I'm done pinning it. So the next thing I'll do is to go to the sewing machine and sew it. I'll remove the pins and sew it one after the other. Then after doing that, I'll sew the sides. of my sleeve. So I'll just go to the sewing machine and sew it and show you the outcome. So this is the outcome of our sleeve. As you can see, it's so beautiful. You can decide to put some appliques by the sides just to beautify it. And you can also decide to make yours smaller. You can make your organza design smaller, you can make it bigger. You can just play with it. Fashion designing is all about creativity. So you can decide to make yours smaller, you can make it same size, you can make it bigger. And like I said, you can also decide to play with it by putting some appliques by the sides just to beautify it. So this brings us to the end of this tutorial. If you've not yet subscribed, please do like, share, and give this video a thumbs up. Until I come your way next time, bye bye.